Thank you very much, Governor Byrd. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, members of Parliament, members of the Diplomatic Corps, our friends in the media, distinguished guests. Thank you so much for joining us here for our National Day. Today we celebrate the 247th anniversary of our independence of America. This year's theme for our event is Strength and Diversity. But before I get into my speech, I want to take a minute to talk about our strength in our entire team here, because it was only about 2 hours ago that we were still planning to have our event outside, where you can see all of our flags. And that didn't quite work out for us. The land of the unexpected was unexpected. I thought we were in the dry season. But I have never been prouder of our embassy team than to see how quickly they pivoted and moved everything from outside in here. So thank you, yes. Thank you to Natalie, Vanessa, all of our team leads, and every single one of our staff members who worked to make that happen. If I hadn't told you that, you might not have actually known that, but we share that with you. And as Ambassador Byrd said, he was talking about Wontoks. This room that we're in is called our Wontok Cafe. We've named all of our rooms after something important for Papua New Guinea or America, and so this is the Wontok Cafeteria. So I'll get back to my official speech here today. But America and Papua New Guinea share lots in common. Papua New Guinea has 22 provinces, including an autonomous region, while America has 50 states. Out there, you can still see them. It's still enough. The good view is good enough to see all 50 states that remind us of America's diversity that brings us strength. When I first arrived in Papua New Guinea 2 years ago, I would ask people, where are you from? And I would hear things like, well, mom's from Alatau and dad's from Wewak, or what was the other one? Mom's from West New Britain and dad's from Western Province. And I thought, wow, I didn't quite understand that. That really surprised me. But when I realized I realized that my background is very similar. My mother is from Texas and my father is from Pennsylvania. And so as I reflect on our theme this year, Strength and Diversity, I'm reminded of the origins of my home country, our strength and diversity, the state where I'm from, the places that I call home. On my father's side, my great-grandparents arrived in Ellis Island from Poland and settled in the state of Pennsylvania, which if you look out there, way on that side, it's one of the 13 original colonies. Right in the middle, you'll see out there, is the flag for the state of Texas, where I grew up and where my ancestors settled in the 1840s. I left Texas to go to university and then to become a Peace Corps volunteer in Mongolia. I won't tell you what year, it was too long ago. But ever since then, I've served my country all across the globe. And I've seen the incredible human and natural diversity that this planet has firsthand. What I've seen is that the people of the Pacific drive their own destiny. And I've also seen that despite our differences, we all swim in the same ocean. One of my first jobs after finishing my Peace Corps volunteer assignment in Mongolia was working for Peace Corps headquarters in Washington, D.C., and then at our Peace Corps office in the Solomon Islands. And as a young man from Texas, the Pacific Ocean was new to me and very exotic. I fell in love with the water, the music, the beaches, and of course the people. From that job with Peace Corps, I was invited to join the State Department, and I began my career as a diplomat, which took me to Tashkent, Beijing, Shenyang, Berlin, Shanghai, back to Mongolia, Wuhan, Frankfurt, and now 25 years later, I'm again here in Melanesia because of my desire to partner with the people of Papua New Guinea to unlock PNG's full potential. In the middle of my career, which spanned Europe and Asia, and as my family grew, I looked back to the United States to find a place for our family to call home. I wanted a place that reflected the diversity of America and the values that I had come to cherish as I traveled the world. And the natural choice, the place where we bought our house, where my kids grew up, the place where I go to church, is the state of Hawaii. And you'll see that flag is the very last one over here. Hawaii is our 50th state, Hawaii 5-0. You probably know that tune. My family and I bought a house there in the town of Kamuela, on the big island of Hawaii because of the waters, the volcanoes, the craft markets, and the food stalls, just like we see here at Harborside earlier this week. That all reminded me of my time in the Pacific so many years before. And the people of Kamoela are diverse. There are many indigenous Hawaiians, as well as people from all over Asia and the Pacific. It was the diversity that attracted us and welcomed us. And it is this diversity which makes Hawaii and America strong. We are different people who all share the same values and share the same respect and dignity for human life. It's truly our differences that give us our strength. In America, each state has votes in Congress, and each individual citizen has a vote. And in Papua New Guinea, each of the 1,000 tribes has its own customs and rituals, which weave together into a beautiful tapestry, much like a bilum woven from thousands of threads. The different people of Papua New Guinea come together to debate and vote in elections, discuss the key issues in the media, and like the choir of 1,000 singers, come together with one voice. In PNG, diversity truly is strength, and it is our shared values and shared democracy that make Papua New Guinea and America such strong partners. Through utilizing the diverse voices, skills, and talents, Papua New Guinea will unlock her full potential, and our embassy is committed to supporting Papua New Guinea's cultural and economic independence. This year has been one of significant progress for our embassy here in Port Moresby. It was 1 year ago on our Independence Day that we celebrated the founding of the American Chamber of Commerce, AmCham Coral Sea. And so let's give a big happy birthday to our folks from AmCham. Where's Ian, Materua, Peter, and all of our original founding members. Thank you. And many of you were here with us in November when we opened this beautiful $250 million embassy facility that's here. Let's also give this beautiful building a round of applause. We've also established a new embassy in Honiara, Solomon Islands, where Russ Comeau is our Chargé d'Affaires. In Vanuatu, we have plans to open a new embassy before the end of the year, and we will welcome back Peace Corps volunteers there very soon. Last September in Washington, President Biden held the first Pacific Island Leaders Summit at the White House and has invited all the Pacific Island leaders back to Washington again in just a few months for the second Pacific Island Leaders Summit. Our presence is increasing, our investment in human capital is increasing, and our commitment to the Pacific is increasing. But I believe that the future of the Pacific is in the hands of the people of the Pacific. Papua New Guinea is driving the change. The proud and diverse people of Papua New Guinea are the driving force for development. Investment in tourism will come to Papua New Guinea based on the promise, the strength, and the beauty of the people and culture of Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea will use its diverse strengths to forge its own future. We, the Embassy of the United States and the people of America, will support whatever sovereign decisions Papua New Guinea makes. We will partner when invited to partner, and as Papua New Guinea drives forward on the road to progress, the United States is there to support and assist. But as always, Papua New Guinea is in the driver's seat. Papua New Guinea is in the driver's seat. Let us never forget that while we are different people, we are connected. Birds know nothing of national borders, and neither do fish. They swim where they may. Water does not know to stop flowing when it reaches that line on a map. Water flows the course of the current and the tides. When I'm in Hawaii, I look out on the same Pacific Ocean we have here. Standing on our lanai together, at the end of the day, my family and I enjoy the same sunset that you do. So despite the lines on the map and the flags that fly above those lines that tell us we are different, in fact, we are all connected. We are all one. We breathe the same air. We feel the same warmth of the sun, and we all swim in the same ocean. The rights enshrined in America's Constitution extend to all Americans. The rights established in Papua New Guinea's Constitution extend to all Papua New Guinea citizens, irrespective of race, tribe, place of origin, political opinion, color, creed, religion, or sex. The rights upheld in the UN Declaration of Human Rights demand dignity and respect for every human being by the Creator, blessed by the Creator with life. We all breathe the same air. We feel the same warmth of the sun, and we all swim in the same ocean. Thank you very much.